Island and Goffstown, New Hampshire. The winner gets a chance to go to Williamsport, Pennsylvania, and realize a dream as a 10, 11, or 12-year-old boy that you've probably been thinking about since you were starting to play baseball around 4, 5, or 6. Here we go with Goffstown and Rhode Island. There's no Connecticut team here, which is rare. Since 2010, it's only been Rhode Island and Connecticut that have advanced from this region. New Hampshire looking to get back to Williamsport, and Goffstown in particular for the first time since 2006. First time Barrington has been the state champ in Rhode Island since 1975. Congratulations, Lewiston, Madison, Walpole, and Bradford, Vermont, on winning your state championships and getting here. 2006, they went 0-3 in Williamsport, but Goffstown, New Hampshire's got things set up today as they have their ace on the mound, which, by virtue of a bye and only having to play 2 games, puts them into a really good position. I'm joined by Dave Belisle, Carl Ravitch, as you take a look at the kids from Dave Belisle's state of Rhode Island. A couple of championships in the state with Cumberland, and then he came here and won the regional and went on to the Little League World Series. So you've been in this situation today. What's it like?
Oh, it's an exciting day. You know, nervous. The coach is a lot more nervous than the boys are, I can tell you that much. But New Hampshire is sitting really good with this young boy LaFond on the mound. We saw him in the first game that he pitched shutout ball. He is a powerful left-hander. It's going to be tough on this quick lineup from Barrington, but predominantly you'll see the first 2 or 3 hitters left-handed.
Colin Crane is the first hitter, and the first pitch is in there for strike 1. Big Adam LaFond on the mound. In 5 innings, he gave up just 2 hits. He struck out 12. And he pumps in another strike.
Just what the doctor ordered. This is what this young boy does. He's big, he's tall, he's lanky, he's nasty. Crane's a tough out, though.
Right down the middle. That's the good morning, good afternoon, and good night start for Adam LaFond. Wow. Colin Crane heads back to the bench. Perfect start if you are rooting for Goffstown, New Hampshire.
Intimidating figure out there. Doesn't lose his demeanor. He's got a smooth motion, and the ball explodes on you.
A little high here as he throws to Lucas Tanis, the first baseman. Had a big hit for them, and Lucas has had a nice regional out of the 2 spot. 5'3", 120-pound, 11-year-old. That one on the corner, strike 1.
Adam looks really good. Ball explodes right off his delivery. Tough to pick up. You can hear the pop from here. Impressive. He's mixing up the height too. He's going low. He's going to the outside. He explodes up high.
Got to understand, if you're watching at home, how quickly a fastball like this gets on you. You're 46 feet away on the mound, and somebody that throws it probably upwards of 70 miles an hour. That's about a 95-mile-an-hour fastball. This one is ripped to right field, taking a step in, and now going back and off the glove of the right fielder, Max Bridgman. Tanis to second. He is held up there with a double, and he turned around that fastball. Nice job by Lucas Tanis.
Excellent job by Lucas Tanis. Sees the 3rd fastball, and this time he takes it and drives it right over the head. Good try out there by Max Bridgman. His first step was in, and that cost him. He tried to recover, got a glove on it. Good job right there by Lucas Tanis. Felt good.
Really good contact. And now Owen Pfeffer, who will be pitching today for Rhode Island, he steps to the plate. Fastball, ball 1. Take a look at Pfeffer's numbers. He has got 2 hits, 6 at-bats, a single and a double.
What a difference an at-bat makes for a team. Taking first 3 pitches down the pipe.
Yep.
And the next boy adjusts and makes beautiful contact to get on. It seems to have disrupted
a little bit.
Yep, Adams' mindset right here. He needs to refocus and concentrate on the hitter. Attaboy.
See, and you'll see it through the course of the Little League World Series. Some size discrepancies. You get 10, 11, 12-year-old boys. LaFond, big guy. Pfeffer, line shot right at the shortstop. He's been great, but Philibot this time could only stop it. That one hurt a little bit.
Yeah, it did.
We'll make sure he's okay. That was a hard hit. So the last two balls have been hit very hard.
I'm sure it will. And Pfeffer drives this. Short hop. Good job right there, keeping the ball in front of him. He did the right thing by trying to pick it up barehanded. But I think the pain got to him a little bit there.
I think from initially when he couldn't pick it up, then you realize, like, ooh, that hurt a little bit. You know, Colin Crane's twin brother, Mason Crane, now bats. Good swing from the left side. And there's a breaking ball. It's in there for a strike. First one we've seen from Adam LaFond, who's in a little bit of a jam here in the first.
He's got a good breaking ball. He's got to keep these Barrington batters off balance. Got to mix it up.
Very smooth delivery from Adam LaFond. When he gets on the bases, too, he may be the fastest runner in the regional. Comes right over the top, but he's a little low there.
Mason's had a really good tournament so far. Hitting over 400. LaFond painting it on the outside, keeping it away. Let's see if Crane can adjust right here. Needs to drive the ball up the middle.
Again, Goffstown, New Hampshire, giving up just one run in 2 games. Nope. And LaFond against Massachusetts in his start gave up just 2 hits total. He's given up 2 already here in the first.
A big pitch right here. 3-2. 2 men on.
Called strike 3. Crane gets stuck with the bat on his shoulder, and that's 2 down on 2 strikeouts.
Big pitch right there from a big-time pitcher. Right on the outer edge, hitting that target. And he framed it. Good job. Nice job by Goddard right there, framing that ball. So that's a big strikeout.
Now it's up to Bumpy Promatis. He is the manager's son. He's the catcher. First name is Christopher, and that one is in there for strike 1. Christopher 2 for 5 at the Little League World Series. Got a couple of RBIs. A little late there, and LaFond starting to find that release point again with 2 strikes.
He has definitely found it. That strikeout has given him an extra boost of energy.
According to the gun, he said close to 70. He's throwing 68 miles an hour. It's about 92, 93 miles an hour. So LaFond is pumping him in.
Goddard going out to talk to his buddy. Make sure we're on the same page here. We're way ahead in this count. Let's don't make a mistake. Let's waste one here and see if he fishes.
LaFond ends up striking out 3 and leaving 2. It's the benefit of having your ace on the mound in the championship game, Dave.
Yes, you better believe it. LaFond, as advertised. Way to go, son.
Welcome back, New England Region Championship game, as we are part of Little League International. 6 teams in a modified double elimination format. Even though New Hampshire is unbeaten, modified means today in a championship game you will only have lost once, but you will have been eliminated. 10 to 12-year-old boys and girls. There are no 13-year-olds anymore at Little League. 6-inning game, 2/3 the conventional field size, 46 feet from pitcher mound to home plate, 60 feet down from home plate to first. Minimum mandatory play. And you take a look at the New Hampshire batting order. We'll start off with this again, the guy that can absolutely fly if he gets on, Adam LaFond. And it's a New Hampshire team that in only 2 games, so you don't have a huge sample size, is hitting over 300 as a club. They have 1 home run that came off the bat of Noah Durham.
And there's Owen Pfeffer. He's their top pitcher throughout the district and state play.
LaFond, first pitch, swings. Left fielder is Feedy, and he comes in, and he's there to make the catch Matthew Feedy. And there's one man down. LaFond on one pitch.
Pfeffer's gonna like that. Nice job by Feedy out there, chewing the gum and smiling. It's always nice to make that first play.
Over on ESPN right now, Minnesota comes from behind and now grabs the lead over Iowa. They trailed 5-4 into the 6th, tied it, and then got a 3-run homer. And this ball is driven deep to left. That one's over the head of Feedy. And Dylan Gaudette touches first, heads into second with an extra base hit.
So 2 pitches, 2 swings, and this one counts. And he drills one over the head of Feedy. Watch him crank this ball. Ooh, that's in his sweet spot. Right there. Didn't get the elevation, but boy, did he get the power. This was driven. No chance for Feedy out there.
Noah Durham, and that one gets past the catcher and now into third base. Heads Gaudette. Durham has the only home run for New Hampshire, so Pfeffer, after a couple of swings on first pitches, a little wild with that one.
Well, like Rhode Island, the second man gets a double. Let's see if New Hampshire here can take advantage of that. Nice pitch, nice comeback pitch. That'll settle him down. He's going to make pitches like that against this young boy. We saw him lose the yard.
Breaking ball very late.
We've only had 2 home runs between the Mid-Atlantic, which is played here, and the New England tournament, which has been played here. 2 home runs. This young boy has one of them.
Interesting, too, especially when you see that Mid-Atlantic championship game tonight. You got some kids that can absolutely mash potato the ball. Foul ball right off the catcher.
He's a tough kid. These catches, they're tough.
That one off of Durham.
There you go.
A dangerous place around home plate. Durham gets a foul ball off himself. The catcher Primatis got a foul ball off himself.
Well, Pfeffer's doing a good job right there, using that curve that he has, keeping them off balance. He can use a comebacker, that's for sure.
Noah Durham foul again. Having a great series here in Bristol. 3 for 7 through a couple of games. A .429 average. Slugging 1,000 with an OPS over 1,400.
Taking some good cuts. Had the best smile of the tournament so far after he hit his home run coming around first base. He had a beautiful smile. Picturesque. Little league moment.
That one is past the dive of the third baseman, Caldarella. Gaudette is in. Durham's got another hit. And the crowd goes crazy as they get the first run of the game.
New Hampshire early this time getting a run. Again, there's that smile. And why not? If you're a hitter like this, you'll be smiling quite often. He hit that ball hard and drilled it through the left side.
Noah Durham 4 for 8 now, hitting .500. He's at first base. And here's Maddox Turk, the third baseman. They look like very comfortable swings early in the game, don't they?
Yeah, they've been prepared for this game. Don't forget they've had this town, which is traditionally a fantastic baseball Little League town, has come here in the championship twice.
Back to the pitcher, chance to get a double play. The relay from Crane in time, Turk into a double play.
Nice play, boys. Beautifully done.
Pfeffer to Cullen Crane, who flips to Lucas Tanis. They get 1 run, coach, but that's it.
Good baseball. Back to the pitcher. Hit your shortstop, son. Tag that bag. Let it go. Get back in the dugout. Let's play.
The Little League World Series is brought to you by Marvel Studios.
Into Bristol now for 3 years in a row as the New Hampshire state champion. 5 years. They've done it in the last 9. A population of only 18,000. It's about 67 miles northwest of Boston. A lot of people actually commute from New Hampshire down to Boston. They go home to the Granite State to work. And you mentioned it, there are some baseball hotbeds around the country that you see year in and year out. Very competitive, and Goffstown, New Hampshire is certainly one of them.
It sure is. When I was here in 2011 and 2014, they were the representative. Great baseball.
There's Miles Fontaine and the breaking ball. No, he really advertises the breaking ball. It's a little different delivery when he throws it as a hitter. One of those things your coaches will tell you to pay attention to. to second base. Nate Kaya, one down.
Nice play by Kaya. Fontaine driving it up the middle. Nate Kaya making a nice play, easy play. Range to his right, gets settled under it, made a nice throw to his first baseman.
This is Alex Anderson. He was terrific on the mound in a must-win game for Rhode Island yesterday. Tries to check his swing, called strike anyway. I mean, Alex Anderson went the distance.
Yeah, you don't see that. And with some pitches to spare, he had a tremendous game. He's their leading hitter. He's way over 500. He's a scrappy hitter. He goes with the pitch. He'll bunt.
He gets right up on that plate.
He does.
Tough
Fearless.
against a big lefty like LaFawn, but he's there.
Gotta love that, though. It's
almost like the light goes off with 2 strikes. All right, I'm really going to dig in now. I'm going to really get up on that plate.
That's what's nice about this boy. He's fearless. Doing a great job. LaFawn's not giving in either. Gonna continue to battle, keep it inside on him. Try to get it off the hands. And Anderson, I think he's digging even in closer.
You can tell how much he enjoys playing baseball, just being in the middle of it. He steps out and calls time. Been fun watching all the other regional championships on ESPN and the ESPN app. Once again, Hawaii is knocking on the door. They'll get a showdown with Arizona later tonight here on Championship Saturday.
Hey.
Winner of this game will face Virginia. You already have your schedule. You already know who you're going to play if you get to Williamsport. They'll play Friday at 3 o'clock Eastern time against Virginia.
They look good. Nice job by Anderson right here. Fouling off some very, very difficult pitches by LaFawn. He's just constantly throwing strikes and powering it in there.
Yeah, and in the small battle versus the larger war, you're getting him to throw a lot of pitches. And LaFawn is the ace of this team. If you can get him out of the game, you'd be better off. Nice catch there by Dylan Gaudette on a strikeout, and the 4th one of the game for LaFawn. So I mentioned it's Championship Saturday. We got a game on ESPN right now as Iowa and Minnesota continue to battle. Oregon will take on Idaho at 3 Eastern time. Kentucky and Illinois in the Great Lakes. So every couple of hours starting at 11 this morning. 11, 1, 3, 5. And then tonight again at 9 o'clock with the West Region Championship.
Matthew Feedy. His dad, the coach, Frank. I had the pleasure of coaching in high school at the high school hockey level. It was on my 1993.
You coached the 3rd base coach and the manager of this team in hockey. What kind of hockey player was he?
He was a very good hockey player, one of my leaders. And he went through West Point as a cadet. You should see these kids in the morning. I went to go check them out. All their beds are made and they're standing there at attention.
Does he blow taps to put him to sleep at night?
What a fine young boy this kid is. He's a wonderful, wonderful pleasure to talk to. Frank's done a wonderful job. And his beautiful wife. Like all these families do when they come to Little League Baseball.
2-2. And the roller to shortstop. Philibot going to have to fire it quick, and he does. Nice play by Chase Philibot, who's been outstanding all week long at short for Goffstown, New Hampshire. Pretty good speed for Matthew Feedy, and he was able to beat him by half a step. Check out the hose from the shortstop from New Hampshire. We'll continue from Bristol right after this. The great Tom Ojakian, who works for ESPN, high-powered exec, who's rooting hard for Barrington, Rhode Island, about 11 miles southeast of Providence. I'm sure Brad Faxon has been told that he's sort of one of the bellwether landmarks of Barrington, Rhode Island.
He sure is. Does a wonderful job with the charity event that he runs there every year.
Beautiful heads down to first.
You know, Barrington, they got their baseball going. Their high school team got to the championship game against my Mounies, Mount St. Charles. So they've got it going in Barrington as far as baseball goes. Beautiful town.
That was really close. I didn't see much contact.
No,
but
I didn't either.
And I didn't even see Dutton sell it. What do you got there? East Bay Oyster Bar. All right, that's a big popular restaurant in Barrington, Rhode Island.
Yeah, someday I'll go there when I can afford it. No, there's got some beautiful places to eat. Beautiful waterfront. Barrington, Rhode Island.
Terrific school district, too, as Nate Kaya swings and misses at that one. Over on ESPN, excitement in Minnesota and Iowa. It's 8-6. In the bottom of the sixth, Iowa down by 2. They have men on first and third. This one on the ground, a short hit hard. You may get 2 here. The relay throw, not in time. Good effort by Crane and Crane. Not a law firm, just the middle infield of Barrington, Rhode Island.
Well, one thing that's kept Barrington going forward from the districts to the states and now here in Bristol is their defense. And they almost turned this. It could be a challenge, but they're going to let it go.
Kaya hustles down there, so 1 down. Max Bridgman now up. He's the right fielder. How far is Barrington from Cumberland?
About 30 minutes away.
So given the size of the states, they're not close to each other.
Oh, yeah, you got to pack a bag to get there.
Striking pitch a little high. 1-0 in favor of New Hampshire. They scored a run on the bottom of the first. Winner moves on to Williamsport, Pennsylvania, and the Little League World Series. Another hard hit ball, and how about Crane to stop that? This time they do turn the double play. Cullen Crane to Mason Crane, and they double up Max Bridgman.
Literally in their sleep they do this, those twin brothers. What a job right there, sticking with that ball. Watch this ball explode on him, stays down. Give it to your brother, turn it over. Way to go, Barrington. You're in it.
Mile as we are on the last step until you hop on a bus from here and make the trip to Williamsport, Pennsylvania for the Little League World Series. So tell me about the bus trip, because you go with the other team, right? You go with the Mid-Atlantic winner. Is that right, or is it just your team?
Just your team.
Just your team. So separate buses.
Yeah. Well, it definitely
has that changed?
I don't know if it's changed, but we took separate. We took separate buses. But what a feeling! You win the next day, and what happens is at night. Now that there's used to 12 teams, then it becomes 6 teams, then it becomes 4 teams, and now it's just you and the Mid-Atlantic team getting ready for the buses. And you go and you say bye-bye, mommy and daddy, and they go and get their laundry done and pay their bills,
right.
and, you know, book their hotels, and they get on a bus and they are hooting and hollering and they're going to Disneyland. That's where they're going.
That's right. Also known as Williamsport, Pennsylvania.
That's right.
And there for a strike. And meantime, over on ESPN, congratulations to Minnesota as they just hang on and beat Iowa 8-6 with a terrific comeback in the top of the 6th inning, trailing 5-4. They tie it, get a 3-run home run, give up 1 run in the bottom of the 6th. So Coon Rapids Andover Little League, the Midwest regional champions, and they will make their first Little League World Series appearance. Back here, will it be New Hampshire or Rhode Island to join one of the 8 from the United States side, 8 international teams? That will go to Williamsport.
And James Caldarello, the batter. Need to get him on here. Base runners at a premium here. We've seen 2 double plays already by Barrington. LaFawn's been excellent, keeping Barrington off the base paths. There you go.
4, and again, you watch that pitch count, and it's really going to be important, especially given Rhode Island's ability to come from behind. They did that in their state title game. They trailed by 5 runs in the 6th inning and were able to rally in that game and won it. Then they lost the first game of their districts too and were able to come back. So there's a little cardiac kid aspect to this Rhode Island team, and if you can get LaFawn's pitching count up, you're doing something important.
Very important.
Congratulations to Minnesota as they advance. I'm joined by Dave Belisle. This is Carl Ravitch. We are in Bristol, Connecticut. This is the New England Regional Championship game between Goffstown, New Hampshire, who scored a run in the bottom of the first, and Barrington, Rhode Island at the plate now as we play in the top of the third inning. Leadoff man aboard with a walk, and we're back to the top of the order for this Rhode Island team. Cullen Crane. It's a glorious day here in New England and in Bristol, where the temperature is in the low 80s, no humidity, big puffy white clouds, and a blue sky, and a perfect backdrop for a Little League World Series game. That one gets by, runner down to second base. This game has featured some really good defense. We've had two double plays already turned in this game, and a 1-6-3 and a 6-4-3 double play, one by each team.
Yes, Barrington is on the ropes there, but they use what they do best, and that's their fielding. Two excellent double plays, and now this sets up, hopefully for them, good top of the third. You had mentioned how this team is so resilient. Imagine losing your first district in a double elimination tournament and then just running the table, and they've had momentum ever since.
Makes life a lot more challenging.
It sure does. Sure does. LaFon's been good, but right now he's a little bit in trouble. Let's see if he adjusts.
Cullen Crane stays alive with that foul ball. Lucas Tanis will be up next. He's got a double in this game. That's the seventh pitch of the at-bat coming. Kind of like some of the good Major League Baseball teams, this team forces the pitcher to throw strikes, and they foul an awful lot of balls off. It's a slow roller, real slow. LaFon flips, not in time. That went into no man's land. There was really nothing anybody could do. They played it well, and LaFon quickly got rid of it. But the speed of Cullen Crane, the leadoff man, has runners at first and third, and nobody out. Lewiston, Maine, Walpole, Barrington, Rhode Island, Madison, Bradford, and Goffstown, New Hampshire were the 6 state champions. And now we are down to our final 2. It's a region that's been dominated by Rhode Island and Connecticut. Since 2010, it's been one of those states that have come out of this region. Goffstown, New Hampshire, and Barrington both got byes here in this region, and Goffstown only playing its third game. That pitch gets by. Everybody at third holds, but down to second goes Crane. This is another challenging inning for LaFond and Goffstown.
Well, this is what Barrington does to you. They're a scrappy team. They're good in the bases. They put the bat on the ball. Right there, they force the defense to make plays, and they do it consistently.
Tanis had a big double to right field his first time up, and LaFond is falling behind again. He has thrown 50+ pitches already.
2 balls, no strikes.
And as a young pitcher, when there's traffic on the bases, it just gets you tight. We saw Tanis at the first at-bat drill one to right field. Beautiful hit. If he can get the ball to the right side here, even if he makes it out, get himself a run. And his team, more importantly.
Good pitch, and he just missed it. He evens it up at 2-2.
Nice off speed there by LaFond, keeping him off balance. Let's see if he can make an adjustment.
In the dirt, really nice job by Gaudette to make sure it doesn't get to the backstop and take a bad hop.
The backstops, all these Little League venues right now, is very, very short backstop. But look at this play right here. Keep the body in front of. That was a difficult stop.
Big pitch, 3-2. Called strike 3 on the corner. Tanis strikes out. Barrington, Rhode Island, you see they're looking for their first Little League World Series appearance. It would be the 11th for Rhode Island. It's been a while since Barrington has been the state champ. Got to go back to 1975. Big strikeout of Lucas Tanis, the 5th for Adam LaFond. But already you know that LaFond is not going to be able to go the distance in this game. Slow roller to short. Philbot, one play to first. Not in time. That Rhode Island speed pays off again, and they even the game up at 1.
This is what they do. They don't power you to death. They just make contact, run the bases well, pressure the defense. Nice job right here. And being a left-handed hitter, FIFA running the bases, tough play for Philibert. Good try, just too slowly hit right there.
Play ball. Settle down, deep breath, ball first, okay? Okay, ball first. Blue, okay? Blue, okay? Let's go. You got it, boys.
First visit to LaFond. A manager gets 2 visits. On the 3rd visit to the same pitcher, the pitcher's got to come out of the game. And you heard him call their play blue. And you get a runner on 1st and 3rd. You get a runner on 1st and 3rd. Oftentimes you see an offense put a play on.
That's right. We all have our plays as coaches. Different plays. They'll throw it back to the pitcher hard. They'll fake it, throw it to 3rd. They'll hit the shortstop.
Mason Crane, first pitch, strike 1. And no action from Owen Pfeffer down there, at least on this pitch at first base.
This play right here, this 1st and 3rd for the fielding team. It's nice to have Gaudette and Philibert because those are the 2 key guys.
That one gets by. Crane thinks about it. He stays back. And now again into scoring position moves Owen Pfeffer. Similar situation, 2nd and 3rd.
Now this is Barrington. They're scrappy. They have not gotten the ball out of the infield.
Right. 2 infield singles.
Now here we are, 2nd and 3rd. It's only 1 out.
And 60th pitch for Adam LaFond as time gets called.
Time is called by the ump.
Okay. Should I? Manager.
We have a moment here. Let's see what this is about.
Question may be whether down at second base, Owen Pfeffer was trying to relay signs to Mason Crane. It was something that the Goffstown, New Hampshire team alerted the home plate umpire to.
These are young ball players. I think coach is going to go over and talk to the young boy and just tell him, hey, this has never happened to the Barrington team. But probably, he probably was on second base giving the old signal of something that might be coming.
It may have been as simple as literally using his hands to say, okay, he's setting up outside. He just seems to be peeking in at that point. And then he does raise his hand to perhaps give him some type of signal.
Yep.
So
a good job by the umpire. Yeah, definitely. And a good job by coach from Barrington. Go over there and explain to the young boy what just happened.
And Patrick Dutton and company for picking it up. All right, here's Mason Crane again, 2nd and 3rd. Big swing and a miss, and it's a foul ball.
There you go.
Now, obviously, as they get older, sign stealing is as old as the game of baseball is, and they'll learn better ways to relay a particular message rather than raising your hand or signaling with a number.
That's right, Carl, but not here.
Not here.
For sure. Oh, boy. Good job, Blue, and let's play some baseball. We've got a good one.
Pfeffer's now got his hands behind his back. He's not clapping. He's nodding a little bit. Bouncing out there. In there, strike 3. Mason Crane is retired. That's a good pitch from LaFond and a big out.
Sure is.
6th strikeout for Adam LaFond on his 61st pitch. Sunday night, National League East, Philadelphia Phillies, National League West, San Francisco Giants. That's where our Sunday night baseball crew is going to be. We'll start it off 6 o'clock Eastern time with Baseball Tonight's Sunday Night Countdown. That's ESPN and the ESPN app. How about Todd Frazier last night? Are you kidding me? The Mets are on fire right now. Frazier with a game-tying 3-run home run. And then Michael Conforto, Little League World Series hero, delivers big for them. He was running around with his shirt off and being interviewed after the game as the Mets continue to win. And prior to a Brewer victory last night, they were in the playoffs if the season were to end yesterday. Amazing comeback.
Yeah. This could be an amazing turnaround for New Hampshire. because of LaFond.
Christopher Promatis, he's behind 0-2, and he's gone. That's a big one for LaFond. And we got ourselves a really good game here. 1-1. Rhode Island, New Hampshire, winner to Williamsport.
The Little League World Series is brought to you by Mitsubishi Motors. Drive your ambition.
My name's Pat Dutton. I'm the manager of the Goffstown, New Hampshire Little League, and here are my coaches.
Hi, my name's Lonnie Emerton, and I'm the first base coach.
Hi, I'm Pete Gaudette, bench coach, and here's our team.
Hi, my name's Nate Kaya, and my friends call me Kia.
Hi, my name's Michael Magis, and my nickname is Seeds.
Hi, my name's Max Bridgman, and my favorite baseball player is David Freese.
Hi, my name is Brock Bennett, and they call me Broccoli.
Hi, my name is Lincoln Nyquist, and back home they call me Lynn.
Hi, my name is Chase Philibot, and I got mad flow.
Hi, my name is Maddox Tick. My favorite baseball player is Mookie Betts.
Hi, my name is Ryan Dutton, and my little brother is on the 10-year-old All-Star team in Cranston, Rhode Island.
Hi, my name is Noah Durham, and my favorite baseball player is Chris Bryant.
Hi, my name is Trevor Carter, and I just got braces.
Hi, my name is Dylan Gaudette, and my favorite coach is Coach Kent Murphy.
Hi, my name is Jackson Hall. My favorite sandwich is a brisket sandwich.
Hi, my name is Adam LaFond, and they call me Big Sauce.
Yeah, the Bigfoot, big fella, he's been great, and it's a 1-1 game as we start with 8-9-1, bottom 3, New England Regional Championship game. Trevor Carter to be followed by Chase Philibot, and then back to the top of the order. A couple of defensive changes. We'll get to you in a minute. Breaking ball, slow one in there for a strike. Blake Dolan's gone in to play third base. Will DiGiacomo is in left field, and Chase Watts is in right field.
Pfeiffer needs to stay ahead of these hitters here. The dangerous part of the lineup around the corner. Beautiful curve.
How about that breaking ball? Take a timeout, send it back to our Bristol studios. Kevin Connors is there. Hey, Kev.
Hey, Ravi, Midwest Championship game. You just saw it here on ESPN. Iowa led Minnesota 5-1 in the 5th, now 5-5 in the 6th when Jamison Kuznia goes big fly. Maybe the biggest he'll ever hit, a 3-run homer, and then bottom of the 6th inning, Jackson Knutson strikes out Sam Kinney to end it. Coon Rapids Andover wins it first time since 2010. A team from Minnesota will head to Williamsport, Ravi.
Looking forward to seeing them when we all get there on Wednesday afternoon and we start the Little League World Series on Thursday. Thanks, Kevin, very much for that. And Kevin will keep us up to date on this championship Saturday around the country. Chase Philibot, the 9-hitter, after a strikeout of Trevor Carter. First strikeout of the game for Owen Pfeffer.
Pfeffer's been really good since the first inning. He's in his comfort zone. He's using his breaking ball and spotting his fastball.
That one's up there a little bit high. And a full count, 3-2. A big story in the game so far, aside from the score 1-1, the pitching totals. LaFond has thrown 64 pitches through 3. And Pfeffer has only thrown 30 pitches. Back at him and up through the middle off the bag. A hard hit single for Chase Philibot in the number 9 spot, and we go back to the top of the order. It's a big shot from Philibot. They catch all the excitement from all of the 7 Little League World Series tournaments. We got our championship Saturday, including visitor information, score stats, video highlights, and more. Visit littleleague.org.
That was a rocket by Philibot.
Mike Magis, a ground ball to short, and they get 1. No on the double play, but the Crane boys up the middle continue to be rock solid. That was Mike Magis, who came in as a pinch hitter for Adam LaFond.
Again, those Crane boys almost pulling off another double play right there. Ball was hit too slow, but Cullen Crane making a nice underhand toss to his brother, and they almost got their 3rd double play in one game. Very difficult to see 1. Never mind 3. Great job by Barrington.
Really good job. LaFond now, who just was pinch hit for, has come in as a special pinch runner. And here's a ground ball up the middle. That's going to get through. Let's see if LaFond will go, and he will. They're going to challenge that arm, and he is in there safe. And that is the secret weapon of LaFond, his speed. Alex Anderson all but had that ball in his hands, and LaFond was standing on second base and still was able to beat the throw.
And LaFond with the play in front of him, no stopping him, is taking off and making that play with ease. Nice try by Anderson, but boy, that is one fast young boy.
Let's hear what Christopher Pramatis has to say.
We might do that. Yep, we might do that. All right. All right. Hey, wait. All right, right here. Bring it in. All right. Hey, you are, first of all, you're pitching great. So keep doing what you're doing because it's fantastic so far, all right? You guys, defense, fantastic. We got to get the out. When I go back to the dugout, I'll let you know what we're going to do.
What if they were like,
guy at the plate. But you guys just worry about making the play. The rest is on me, okay? You guys see the ball into the glove and make the play, all right?
Good job, Coach.
A two-out magic here, perhaps for team from New Hampshire, and the kids were suggesting perhaps you walk Noah Durham. He's looking into the dugout as Owen Pfeffer like, dude, what do you want me to do here, Coach? They're going to pitch to him. Durham with a single already. Outside. And you can see a huge lead for Gaudette, and they're gonna run at him, and now he's in a pickle. And LaFond with great speed at third is coming home, and he is safe. It worked.
It worked to perfection. Absolute perfection. Decision was made. And Pfeffer running at the runner, but it was LaFond, the speed on third base, that makes this play.
Watch Dylan Gaudette. He will just dance and just wait for the commitment from Pfeffer. And I thought the pitcher, Owen Pfeffer, did just about everything he could. Kept his eye on LaFond, and right there, LaFond committed, and maybe the little slip.
Yep, a little slip might have helped.
But what a weapon. LaFond on a ground ball up the middle goes first to third. And now New Hampshire regains the lead 2-1.
One ball, no strike. Up. Wait for me, put me back in. Throw the ball back.
I think they're going to walk.
Step in. Play.
And they walk him, and they will. Because a pitch had been thrown in Little League Baseball, now you can walk a player just by asking the ump to walk him, and they don't have to throw any balls. But when the one pitch is thrown, Kyle, this is what they have to do. They still have to go through the next three pitches.
And it doesn't come easily, especially with a base runner on.
No, we just saw that transfer right there. Almost went wide.
That's what you got to do right there. Throw it in there. So an intentional walk to Noah Durham. Here in the bottom of the third, 1 run in for New Hampshire.
So New Hampshire has got good pitching, the timely hitting. They've run the bases extremely well, and here's another chance to open this game up.
Maddox Turk. Ball 1. Give Patrick Dutton credit. He pinch hit for LaFond and immediately then inserted him back as a special pinch runner.
And Turk, one of the players from last year's team. This is his second time coming into Bristol. It's been a pleasure to watch this young boy play. What a good ball game right here.
Very good. 20 pitches this inning, and a breaking ball gets Turk, and he's frustrated with himself. But New Hampshire comes back after Rhode Island scored 1 in the top of the third. They score their own in the bottom of the third, thanks to the speed of LaFond. Big strikeout, leaving 2 men on. Good one here midway through. 2-1, New Hampshire. Alongside former Cumberland, Rhode Island head coach Dave Belisle, I'm Carl Ravitch. The Honda game summary. LaFond's legs have been a big story, having just stolen basically that second run, but his pitching has been terrific as well. 7 strikeouts, but a whole bunch of pitches with an 85 pitch limit. He has thrown 64 with 2 innings still to go. Owen Pfeffer on the other side, 3 innings, 2 earned runs. He's 2 for 2 at the plate.
Barrington needs to continue getting that pitch count up, having good at-bats, and keep battling. And getting runners on base. The key here is that he is up to 65 pitches, but they need good at-bats from here on in.
Chase Watts takes a big rip at it. Fouls it off to even the count up at 1-1. Winner to Williamsport. We've already seen Minnesota punch their ticket earlier today. They're going back to Williamsport, Pennsylvania, in that special place, in that special time of year, for that Little League World Series.
Congratulations.
Got it? Okay, thank you.
Virginia, congratulations to them. They're already in, and the winner of this game will take on the team from Virginia on Friday at 3 o'clock. Watts batting where Miles Fontaine was. Watts went into the game playing defense, and now he gets a chance to swing it. And a little blooper in front of the second baseman. Watts flies down, and he is safe, according to the first base umpire. And that was like a soft chip shot in golf that had some backspin on it, and it died right in front of Nate Kaya.
Yeah, it's one of those balls where, do I come in, don't I come in? But it looked harder hit than it was. It came off the bat looking like a line drive and just died on him. Good hustle down the line. But that was a close play, and we may see a challenge.
I think we will. Patrick Dutton came out.
They may have had him.
Watts, like LaFond, one of the weapons for Rhode Island in the fact that he comes in oftentimes as a special pinch runner. He can fly down the bases, and he nearly beat that out. Question is, according to the ump, he did. Did he? As that ball hits the glove?
Oh,
I think he did. I think he's going to be safe.
Yep.
The ball doesn't get squeezed until that foot is down.
Yeah, you're right, Kyle. I think we can't overrule something that's close like that.
Safe.
Yep, safe at first, so the call stands. He did beat it out.
Good job, Kyle. You've done this before. We got to get you. We got to switch over here. Nice job. Hey, Watts, what does Barrington do? They put the bat on the ball.
Is that their third infield single?
That is their third infield single.
They got 5 hits, 3 of them infield singles. Guy's good at the bat too. Anderson, he's quick. He's not afraid to lay a bunt down. The third baseman, Maddox Turk, is in on the grass, way in too. But there's a square to bunt and a pullback. Even it up at 1.
Yeah, they can bunt on Barrington, especially their left-handed hitters.
70 pitches for LaFond. That one high. Watts will go down to second base as it comes off the glove of the catcher, Dylan Gaudette. So once again, back comes Rhode Island with some pressure of their own.
They really are. And every batter that's come up for Rhode Island has gotten 4, 5, 6 pitches per at bat. And we're only in the 4th inning.
On the ground to short, Philbot took a bad hop, but he fires to first to record the out. Boy, the shortstops in this game, Philbot and Colin Crane, have both been just terrific.
That's not an easy play with that runner cutting in front of you over there. You know, Philbot's shaking his head a little bit because I know what's going through his head. He's making that play. He saw the runner cut in front of him. Could have cut him down at third, But, get the outs because you want to avoid making that error or that extra throw.
Here's the Giacomo that gets by. Watts is in, safe, and we're tied. LaFond has done to him what he did, speed around the bases, and it's 2-2.
Well, small ball again, and speed and base running. Good speed by Watts.
Yeah, really good. No hesitation either.
Like you just said, just like LaFond, he beat that infield hit just by his hustle. And he finds himself tying the game up for his team.
1-1. Ball.
That was a good pitch, but it's called the ball, and the count goes 2-1. And LaFond is going to be hard pressed to get through the 4th inning here with 75 pitches.
Nice rip right there, and again, up and down the Barrington lineup. They all have good at bats. They all put the bat on the ball or foul off tough pitches. And LaFond's made many tough pitches today.
Another grinding at bat from Barrington, Rhode Island on a 3-2. Another foul ball. It is amazing how pesky they are. When you think about the 17 guys that have come to the plate, only 3 of them have seen 3 or fewer pitches.
That's amazing. And Will DiGiacomo follow with his buddies fighting away. Because LaFon's been good.
Ball 4. What a job by DiGiacomo. What a job by this Barrington, Rhode Island team. 79 pitches now. So once again, the pitch count, the biggest story in the game in a 2-2 game in the 4th inning. Adam LaFond is going to hit that maximum of 85. And if you're 10 years old, it's 75. But 85 for a guy like LaFond, he's got 6 pitches to play with.
And when we get to the championship game, we've already had some boys that have been eliminated because of those pitch counts. But anybody that comes into the game today as a coach, if he's good, you're going with him till he reaches 85, like LaFond.
Yes,
Blake Dolan swings and misses at that. That one lined over the head of the second baseman. DiGiacomo turns. He comes. It's bobbled in center. And he is being held at third base. What a job, though, by Blake Dolan. As everybody from Rhode Island is contributing right now.
Off the bench. And delivering top to bottom. Barrington's a pure team. Everybody's involved in this game. And right here, another great job. Going with the pitch, little bottle, a good recovery. And now they're set again, 1st and 3rd, and we'll see the play that maybe Rhode Island makes.
So they knock out LaFond. We'll make a pitching change here in a game that will eventually send one of these 2 to Williamsport, Pennsylvania. Rhode Island 2, New Hampshire 2, and threatening Barrington one more time. Timeout. Runners at 1st and 3rd, 1 down. All right, we are up, and we take a look at New Hampshire and Rhode Island in the championship game of this New England region. Rhode Island beat Connecticut yesterday. 4-0 was the final score there. Once again, the pitching for Rhode Island was outstanding. Alex Anderson was the story in that one. Connecticut could not score any runs, and they had chances. In fact, both teams yesterday kept putting runners on base and just couldn't bring any in. Today we got a 2-2 game as we are in the bottom of the 4th inning, and a new pitcher is on for New Hampshire. From center field comes Noah Durham. LaFond went out to center field.
One of the best smiles in Bristol. One of the best players in Bristol. Good hitter, good pitcher. I think we're going to have a special pinch runner here. Again, we have a 1st and 3rd situation. Carl, we were doing the game 2 days ago when these teams met the first time. We had a 1st and 3rd for Rhode Island, and New Hampshire executed the play perfectly, gunning the guy home at home. So let's see what happens here, and then we'll see if first Rhode Island does anything with the masterful Mr. Crane at the plate. He's a magic man with the bat, so there's a lot of things you can do with him. You can bunt. You know he's going to slap it somewhere. Do you want to take a chance again on the base paths? With a tie game late.
Special pinch runner in for Dolan, and the first pitch. Ball 1. Leadoff hitter is Cullen Crane. He reached third base after a single in the 3rd inning. And a 2-2 ball game right now.
Good take. Good take right there.
2 balls, no strike.
And he's got a good fastball. There you go. Make him earn it.
LaFond is in center field. Durham on the mound. LaFond the other night we saw him, because he's got such great speed, he plays very shallow. One misses, and trouble for Durham now against a guy who's got a very good eye. 3-1. There's Adam LaFond out there in center field. So he wished he could have gone a little deeper in this game. That one's in there for a strike, 3-2.
Always works that count, Crane. He chokes up in the bat, too. You love it. Good slap hitter. Tough to beat him on a K. It's tough.
Ball 4, Crane on for the second time, and the bases are loaded right now with Rhode Islanders.
Barrington will not go outside of that strike zone and make contact. Very disciplined hitters. They know they don't have the power, but they certainly have the discipline and the contact availability.
Lucas Tanis, big swing and a miss. Tanis led this game off, batting second and had a double. Pfeffer then followed with a single. The infield for New Hampshire is in, hoping for a ground ball and a force at home with one out. Took something off it, grounder past Philibot. That's going to bring in one. Rounding third, being held up on a high throw, and now coming home and falling down, getting stuck, and now we got a pickle. And he is back safely. Boy, good hustle and some interesting footing for Matthew Feedy. He saw that ball sailing towards the backstop, committed to come home, and then fell.
Wow.
But through it all, Rhode Island now leads it 3-2. Lucas Tanis delivers his second hit and an RBI.
He sure does. He bangs the ball up the middle. What's LaFond? Look at the throw way up above. We have to show Feedy and his father. This almost ended their relationship right here, father and son. I can tell you that right now. Dad, should I go? Wait a minute.
Here's a shot into right field with the infield in. Feedy's going to score. Also sliding in safe is Crane. Two more come in. And all of a sudden, Barrington, Rhode Island tacks on two to lead it 5-2. Oh, and Pfeffer comes through.
And Pfeffer delivers back-to-back clutch hits right here by Barrington, Rhode Island, from their two outstanding left-handed hitters. And being aggressive on the base path, you've already got the lead. Challenge those arms in the outfield. Good slide across. That's what they do. They battle, they run, and they make contact. And it's contagious.
Reminded me a lot of when we saw Maine Endwell win the Little League World Series Championship. The infield was in. They had a ball basically go over the infielder's head. It felt like it landed on the dirt. And the infield was in there, and Pfeffer hit one just over the second baseman's head. If he's playing not in, that's an out. But four big runs here, David.
Yeah, still only one out right here. This is a great opportunity for Barrington to really open up this game, right? These big innings is what you want to avoid, but these are the ones as a coach you want it to continue on.
That one misses, and again, Noah Durham in relief for Adam LaFond, who was right up against that 85 pitch limit. And that one fouled off.
And we mentioned it all throughout those first three innings. We were watching that pitch count. It was because of those Barrington hitters up and down the lineup. Don't forget how this inning started. Bottom half of the lineup. Guys coming off the bench. Set it up.
The three substitute players that started on the bench, or three of them, all reached base safely. Couple of hits and a walk in there. Now Mason Crane looks at a 3-2 count. Tanis and Pfeffer on the bases. Big pitch, big strikeout. Mason Crane caught looking for the third time today. All right, so take a look at just how close these hits were. Yeah, Tanis right underneath the glove of Philibot. That brought in the run. That's the play that Feedy was all over the map. And then off the end of the bat with the infield in, it lands just over the infield dirt, and it plated two big runs. So one just underneath the glove and the other just over the head of the second baseman playing in. And that's how we have a 5-2 lead with 2 on and 2 down. Ninth batter of the inning.
There's a big strikeout for Durham there. Stop the bleeding. 5-2. Second and third, one out, gets that big strikeout against a tough hitter. And he has another one here.
Christopher Primatis. He has come through throughout the course of this summer for this team, and he fouls one off.
I got you, coach. Okay, 2 strikes. Play.
You know, in New Hampshire, they play back, they hit it in front of them.
I know.
They play in, they hit it over their heads. Everything seems to be infield with this Barrington team. They just make contact and put pressure.
Durham working quickly, working hard. New Hampshire, when they come to the plate, the bottom of the 4th, will have 5, 6, and 7 due up. This one caught at first base. Primatis hit it, but it was caught by Trevor Carter. But all of a sudden, Barrington, Rhode Island, 6 outs away from Williamsport with a 3-run lead. You can tell which team is feeling good right now. Back to Bristol right after this. Well, after Little League regional action tonight, John Anderson, Nabil Kareem. Look at how Aaron Rodgers is adjusting to Green Bay's new offense. Holly Rowe, Maria Taylor, exclusive access with the new Ohio State head coach Ryan Day. After the Mets' amazing 9th-inning comeback last night, they look to make it 8 in a row, and 4 is on the mound. That's tonight, Sports Center. After Little League regional action, ESPN as well as the ESPN app.
And let's see how New Hampshire responds here with Ryan Dutton.
On the ground, hard, fielded, and a long, strong throw by Dolan at third base. Blake Dolan had a hit, and now he shows up with the glove.
He's showing off his arm, too. Makes a nice stab, steps himself, and throws a absolute rocket across the diamond. Watches it in the glove, takes one step, right across the diamond, no time.
Goffstown now getting some of their substitutes there at bats. Brock Bennett will hit. You look back on it, how about the job that Anderson did yesterday and the job Pfeffer's doing today?
Yeah, and he's only at 43 pitches here at the midway point.
Another ground ball. This one is through the hole and a hit. So a good job by Brock Bennett off of the bench as a substitute to deliver a big hit.
That's what New Hampshire will have to do here, get those guys off the bench, and it's their time to deliver. Nice hit right there by Bennett.
Lincoln Nyquist. Yeah, it's not that hot, but it's a perfect day for a slushie as Nyquist tries to bunt a tough pitch to bunt.
Wow.
Haverstraw, we'll see them later tonight.
Can't wait.
Love the shirt, too. You're killing me, Smalls. You're killing me, Smalls. Slow roller, fielded by Pfeffer to second to Crane to first, not in time. But once again, you're seeing how Rhode Island has managed to make it all the way into a championship game. Their pitching, their defense.
Hey, coach.
They've already turned 1 to 6 to 3 double play, and they almost turned another one. It's a nice job right there by Pfeffer. Set himself, throw to the Crane, who comes across the bag and throws a strike. Pfeffer's done a nice job with his fastball. He's got New Hampshire reaching, then he throws that off-speed stuff.
Jackson Hall looks another one down. 1-1. 5-2 Rhode Island. Winner to Williamsport. And that one hit him. Didn't really move to get out of the way. That's what the pitcher is going to say. Oh, and Pfeffer's right away going to his coach saying he leaned in, didn't move to get out of the way.
Let's see what happens here.
Home plate umpire said, look, that ball was curving and it hit him. He didn't hit it.
Yeah, I didn't see him stick his elbow in. It's one of those snapping curveballs go in and catch a break, and here we go, first and second.
Tying run to the plate. Chase Philibot. Wild swing, strike one. 2 men down, big spot in this game again for Owen Pfeffer. Philibot, a hit, his only time up, and he got jammed there. And a good job by Pfeffer, working quickly ahead, 0-2.
He does work quickly, not giving those hitters time to think or relax or get set. Gets the ball, throws it in. It also helps the defense. Love a pitcher who's quick.
Breaking ball on the ground to third. That's fielded cleanly. Good throw. It drew the first baseman off Tanis, but he's able to make the tag, and that'll do it. Only a 12-pitch inning. 52 pitches through 4 innings for Owen Pfeffer. Go popcorn, Dave?
With my slushie.
Full bag. What flavor slushie?
Strawberry.
Strawberry. Ridge, Louisiana already in out of the southeast and southwest. And still games at 3-5, 7 and 9. 5-2 here. Begin the 5th inning. Watts with his speed lays down a perfect bunt. And he beats it out. Boy, has he been a spark plug.
Really? He beat out an infield single with his speed, and here he just lays down an absolute beautiful bunt. He'll get the bat out front. The top hand directs the ball. Good placement. Keeps it in play on the high grass. You cannot do it better than that.
Chase Watts is aboard. And now Alex Anderson swings and fouls that one off.
That's how they win. Small ball. Put the ball in play. Pressure defense. They bunt. They attack. And they make you pitch.
In there for a strike and a good one.
Stay in the box, please. 1 foot.
Dunham's job right here. Keep it here. He's come in and thrown strikes. He's just hit. He's pitched this in tough luck.
Fouled off.
One, two. Play.
Boy, how did he foul that one off?
So in 4 innings of play over here, we've had New Hampshire having to throw 109 pitches because of that reason right there. Battling.
How about that? Anderson with 2 strikes delivers a shot into right. Watts moves up to second base. And Barrington, Rhode Island continues to put pressure on.
They foul off tough pitches after tough pitches, and then they wait for their pitch, and they drill it. This young boy fouled off 3 tough pitches. He gets a pitch to his liking. He drives it. Head on ball. Good follow through. Excellent baseball.
Now Matthew Feedy with Watts there bouncing off second base. A lot of this season has been dedicated to Chase Watts, his family dealing with some medical issues, mom fighting cancer. I know you can relate to that type of story, Dave. His mom's fighting cancer, so this has been a terrific diversion and a spirit lifter for that family, and this entire team has rallied around Chase.
Yeah, these boys do something really special. It's amazing what they can do and what, as far as what strength they can provide. And good luck to her. Keep fighting.
First and second for Matthew Feedy, and really good speed out there too with Chase Watts. And this one to center field. LaFont backing up, makes the play. Watts retreats. Good play by LaFont again. Plays shallow as Feedy tried to drive it over his head.
Nice job by Feedy. Good try. Put a good charge in this ball, but LaFont did a good job of getting under it, setting himself up for a throw, and holding that runner at second base.
Blake Dolan bats again in the spot of James Caldarella. He had a big at bat his last time up, scored a run. In fact, Watts and Dolan, DiGiacomo all on and all in the 4th inning.
A big reason why we're here at 5-2 Barrington. These young boys.
Nolan slow roll to third. Did they get the runner? Yes, the tag was made. Out at second, no. Safe there, so 1 out. Maddox Turk did tag Watts on the way by for the second out of the inning.
Nice play by Maddox Turk right here. Feels the ground ball first. Keep an eye on the runner. Nice play. Way to get the lead man right there. Nice play by Maddox Turk.
Tough guy at the plate now. Cullen Crane, leadoff hitter. Strike 1.
He'll take pitches. He'll make you pitch 2 or 3. But when he gets his pitch or he needs to foul one off, he's going to do it.
Shortstop right at him, and Philibot makes the play. So they're going to strand 2. They had a chance. That's a big inning for New Hampshire. So they hang a 0 on the board. Important. Heading to the bottom of the 5th, down by 3. Now we're starting to see some teams already heading to Williamsport, Pennsylvania, and one of these two will be heading there as well tomorrow. New Hampshire or Rhode Island. And right now, Rhode Island in the driver's seat, leading 5-2 as we head to the bottom of the 5th inning. It's been a terrific New England Regional once again. Corey and his crew here doing an unbelievable job of hosting both the Mid-Atlantic and the New England Regional Championships. And later tonight, New York and New Jersey. That should be outstanding at 7 o'clock Eastern Time. LaFawn, slow roller, and he's got speed. You got to get it and get rid of it. And wow, what a job by Mason Crane. Did he get him?
Nope, he dropped the ball.
Dropped the ball.
Yep.
Crane got rid of that so quick. But LaFawn, who is lightning fast, is aboard.
Speed kills. Nice job by Crane. Just couldn't squeeze it. So a big break for New Hampshire.
Huge break. Leadoff man aboard for Dylan Gaudette. And that is hit hard. And all of a sudden, the tying run comes to the plate for New Hampshire in the bottom of the 5th inning. Boy, Gaudette, a double and 2 singles. He's 3 for 3.
And here's their best hitter. Well, Gaudette will argue that the way he's been hitting the ball today. But this young boy, Dunham, he's got power. Can tie it up in a hurry here.
Owen Pfeffer on the mound, going to have to battle. He's got challenging speed out there. Number 97, LaFond. Gaudette at first for Noah Durham. Try to check it, and he fouled it off.
You've seen Barrington turn 2 double plays today. Almost a third. They need outs.
Durham's got a home run, the only home run for this team this week. In there at the knees, strike 2. Big pitch by Pfeffer, 0-2. Popped up, who's going to get it? Mason Crane calling it, ranging deep into right field. Did he drop it, or was it on the transfer?
No,
I think it was on the transfer.
He is out.
So the umpire says out, taking the ball out of his glove.
Oh, they got
both runners are starting to move out at second base on a tag up. And that would be the second. Everybody's reverting back to where they started. I don't think the play has been called dead yet. LaFawn scores. It's confusing because Gaudette was already called out at second base once.
Yeah, they've got to control this right here because that was about as confusing I could do.
Gaudette ran thinking that he was being forced there because he thought the ball was dropped and there was no out recorded. So Durham kept running, and that kind of caused everyone else to run. So the umpires are going to have to get together and talk this over. I think when you look back on it, Dave, the out was called, the transfer was made, and then I think Gaudette may have run himself into an out.
Yeah, I think this is what the proper call would be is, first of all, this is an out. It was on a transfer, okay, that he, right there, he transfers it. Yeah, I saw the umpire call him out, so now he takes the ball, throws it to third, thinking that he may tag. Just in case he threw it, just in case the call was safe.
Right, but so you got the hitter Durham standing on first because he thinks he's still safe. And at that point,
I think
the runner who was on first said, I got to go somewhere.
Yeah, so the runner at second right here, this should be the second out.
I think he's going to be called out at second base.
Right, but that third run now, I think it's LaFawn. He should be allowed to score. So LaFawn should be allowed to score.
He should be allowed to score.
That, you know,
Gaudette should be out
at second, and the original out. So there should be two outs.
5-3 with 2 outs.
I
think that's right.
I think.
Because I didn't see anybody call time at any point. Did you? I didn't see the umpire call time.
I know one thing though. Pfeffer wants them all out. If he wants,
yeah,
he just wants everybody out.
Pfeffer was looking for a triple play.
But I think you and I would agree that the way we saw it is that the original ball that was in the air that was caught by Crane and its transfer. And what he thought was he can't see the signal from behind the
Great scene at second base right now with every member of the Rhode Island team surrounding Noah Durham, who was called out on a pop-out.
Yeah.
And they're all trying to explain to him, like, you were out a while ago.
Yeah, you can't be standing here. I don't get it. Now watch. There's the transfer. Okay, he drops it. Now, you don't see the umpire, but you and I have seen him. He has called him out. But Crane doesn't know that. Just in case he's going to get a force at third.
LaFawn's doing the right thing, standing at second base. He doesn't need to go anywhere. But it gets confusing when Noah Durham stands there at first and looks at his teammate and says, why are you still here?
Yeah, so he forces his runner to run to second, which has got that. Rhode Island does a good job, throws him out.
And I think Gaudette is going to be called out on a tag up in which he was tagged out. Watch 42. He'll go back to the bag, and then when this throw goes to third, he starts to move because he looks over his shoulder and sees his teammate there. So LaFawn is fair. He's tagging up too, but Gaudette's out, and that's only the second out of the inning.
I don't agree with this.
Well, the scoreboard has gone to a 5-4 score, which doesn't seem to make a lot of sense, especially when the umpire at first base made the out call.
He should be out at second. I think that's what the umpire is saying.
Well, the runner at second was out on the catch. And there was no doubt, there's no mistake that was on a transfer. That was not a ball that was dropped. So the umpire is explaining it to Patrick Dutton of New Hampshire.
I think our call is going to get it right. I think when they review this, I think we're going to be right.
The curious part is why Noah Durham is on second base when he was the guy that hit the ball that was caught.
Yeah, he's definitely should not be on second base. He's definitely one of the outs that is for sure out.
I think what Christopher Pramatis is saying, if you look at that replay one more time, and now it's moved back to 5-3, the third base umpire, when that throw came into third, raised his hand as if to suggest there was an out at third base, which wouldn't seem to make a great deal of sense since nobody was going there. Watch this throw, Dave. You tell me what you think the third base umpire.
Well, he thinks it's a force play, and he's calling him out for a force play.
Okay, which we all
no, it wasn't a force play.
Go back and realize it wasn't a force play.
So there's a tag.
Now you could ultimately also challenge that call and have Gaudette stand at second base, because to me it almost looked like he was safe.
Yeah.
Right now the scoreboard has been readjusted to a 5-3 score, and it says there are 2 outs. So they've just pointed to Durham at second and told him that he's out. And in fact, there were 2 out calls made at second base. I think if I'm Dutton, I'm challenging the tag at second base.
Yeah.
And not for the runner that's actually standing on second base, but for number 42. This ultimately, I think, is where we're going to end up. On a fly ball that was caught, and then on a transfer. The question is, did he tag him on that right foot before the left foot hit the bag? And don't be confused by all the kids running off the field, because there was only 2 outs on the play, and there were no outs when the play started. But somebody's just got to tell Noah Durham at second base that you were out. You popped out.
He's not moving. I am not moving until they tell me to. He's going to buy it. He stays there long enough, he may sell it. He may be selling it.
Yeah, that's a tough one because we don't have a great angle of it from the high home camera. Better angle here, and just watch that rear right foot right there. Does he tag it?
Yeah, I think he does tag it.
Then
if he does,
then he'd be out.
Yep.
And you'd have 2 outs and a 5-3 score.
That's what I think it's going to stay.
With nobody on base.
Yep. So I think the way we had it is the way it's going to end up. You get the fly ball in short, right field. Second baseman Crane goes back, goes under it. He catches it, but in his transfer, he drops it.
What really would have gummed things up if we had an infield fly rule called there and all that happened.
The runner from third is safe, okay? And he's safe at home, okay? The guy at second's out, yeah. So we have 2 outs.
2 outs,
we have
right.
2 outs, correct.
So exactly where we were through the description.
Hey, kudos, my man.
Validates.
We had it. We had it all the way.
Some knowledge of what was going on out there. So LaFond is going to score the run, make it 5-3. There are 2 men down. Durham on the pop out. Gaudette tagging up, tagged out at second.
All right.
So for everybody scoring at home, it ended up being a pop out and then a double play on a 4-5-4.
And for my mom and daddy who are at home, I will explain when I get home.
Maddox Turk, he lines a single in the left, and New Hampshire staying alive.
Good job. With all that confusion, Maddox just concentrates on one thing, start another rally.
And a special pinch run for Maddox Turk. Looks like Lincoln Nyquist is going to come in and be a special pinch runner. And now Ryan Dutton, the manager's son, comes to the plate. He was hit by a pitch and grounded out to third. Owen Pfeffer has thrown only 61 pitches. Popped up, Pfeffer coming after it. Pitcher says, I got it, and he does. I like it. Pitcher makes the play. Pfeffer catches it. And 1 run comes across. Through 5 innings of play with a ticket to Williamsport on the line. It's Rhode Island 5, New Hampshire 3.
You know, we got a good one coming up next. The Northwest Regional Championship game. Coeur d'Alene, Idaho, set to take on Salem, Oregon. Idaho outslugged Washington yesterday. That regional championship from San Bernardino, California is next, Ravi.
Hi, KC. Look forward to seeing you in Williamsport. Coeur d'Alene, Idaho, of course, home to the great Dave Campbell, who was chiming in during the College World Series, back to his Michigan days, and worked with us for years on Baseball Tonight. We had a soup who's a big baseball fan, of course, and likes every level of it, Little League, college, and the Major League game. Find Little League on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram at the official handles at Little League. Follow the action and join the conversation with hashtag LLWS. Chase Philibot now on the mound, and the first pitch he throws is lined into right field. Well, how good a hitter has Lucas Tanis been? He's got 3 hits today.
He really, and he's hitting it where it's pitched. Same place every time. Butte's sweet swing, trying to hit the outer edge, and he drives that ball. Good looking hitter. That's why they got him in that 2-hole. Him and Pfeffer have been awesome at the plate.
Canis goes down to second. Henry Kelsey likely to bat next. He has yet to bat, and you're in a position with nobody out. You can always hit into a double play, and you got to get Kelsey a chance to bat.
So Pfeffer's 3 for 3. He's pitched his heart out. He's still at 62 pitches. And here he is with another at bat. Does his
rolls
job.
one over. Yes, he does, and it's going to be a close play. No play. He beats it out. And Canis retreats to third, so on board again. 4 times Owen Pfeffer's been on base.
And again, these left-handed hitters, Crane, Anderson, Pfeffer, they hit it and they run and they beat the plays. Amazing.
So with a 2-run lead now and nobody out, this is a chance to really add on some insurance runs.
So Pfeffer 4 for 4.
Gaudette calling his infield in. He heard the umpire encourage him to please, whatever you're saying, relay it quickly. Let's see what Henry Kelsey does, his first plate appearance.
One of the few on this team that does have power. Kelsey has power. Another first and third situation. Nobody out. Don't want to run yourself into an out.
Breaking ball high. Swing and a miss. New Hampshire has thrown 125 pitches in this game.
I was just about to say
Rhode Island's thrown 62.
It's been Barrington's ability to have great at-bats up and down the lineup. Can you imagine that? That's a differential of 2-1.
Yeah.
That's just unheard of. Good job, Barrington. Good pitching, too.
2-2 to Henry Kelsey. Called strike 3 on the corner at the knees, and Kelsey is retired. It's a big out. You can really ill afford to give up any runs here.
That was just a tough pitch right there by Philippat. Heading in and out that outside corner. Big out. Keep his team at 5-3. 2 runs is definitely doable.
Christopher Promata swings on the ground to second. They'll go to first, get the out. 6-1 comes in.
Job right there. Be proud of yourself. That'll be the best out you'll ever have. Nice job by Pramatis. Sticking with it. Going to the right side. A big run for Barrington.
6-3. Pramatis delivers the fielder's choice. Here's Miles Fontaine. Fouls that one off. Good swing. Again, the winner will play Virginia at the Little League World Series on Friday at 3 o'clock Eastern Time. Rhode Island scored 4 big runs in the 4th inning to grab a 5-2 lead as Fontaine swings and misses at that.
Good high heat right there from Philippat.
A chance too, Dave, when Pfeffer goes back to the mound to have back-to-back complete games.
Amazing. When do you see that in Little League, especially in tournament play against such great hitting teams? Everybody that comes to this tournament, they're all hitting machines. They get the possibility to get 2 back-to-back.
I'm really excited for the game at 7 o'clock tonight. You got Haverstraw, New York, taking on those kids from New Jersey who put on a display last night. Fontaine right at the third baseman, and that is a catch. So that will retire the side, and we'll head to the bottom of the 6th inning. Last chance for Goffstown, New Hampshire, trying to get to Williamsport.
League World Series is brought to you by Marvel Studios' Avengers Endgame. New on 4K Ultra HD.
With Dave Belisle, Carl Ravitch. Rhode Island leading 6-3. Key play in this game, kind of a wild play. You had the catch made, the transfer, and all of a sudden base runners were just running to bases they shouldn't have run to, including that guy, Godet, who tagged and was tagged out. LaFond ended up going from second to home. His run would count. Durham, who hit the ball, was already called out. It led to a fairly lengthy delay in discussion, but in the end, all the umpires got together and they got it right. Long story short, at 6-3, New Hampshire needs 3 runs to force extra innings, 4 to win. Otherwise, Barrington, Rhode Island will be going to the Little League World Series.
And long story short on that play, that was a double play. It was the 3rd double play by this Barrington defense.
Kaya on the ground, backing up at third. Dolan, he throws him out. Check that. That's Caldarella, who's come back into the game. New Hampshire, 2 outs remaining.
Defense, pitching. This is the way Barrington, Rhode Island plays, and that's what's made him successful. 2 strikeouts from Pfeffer, and the defense has been brilliant.
Yesterday and today, Anderson and now Owen Pfeffer. I know you used Greg Maddox's name, and look, that's a different world, but the efficiency and effectiveness. 2 strikeouts.
Yeah, so I'm Maddox and Glavin. it's a way to go. You know, they pitch. These young Barrington pitchers know how to pitch and how to hit corners, get people off balance, and thrust the defense, which has been spectacular.
And they drove the pitch count of Adam LaFond through the roof. He had to come out in the 4th inning.
And New Hampshire's not done. They've gotten this far, battling back from tough situations. They need Bridgman on. Island can feel the excitement here. You're still going to get 2 outs. It's not easy. These are 2 toughest outs they'll ever have to get.
It's a Rhode Island team, too, that has a bunch of kids that play multiple sports on their club. They play hockey in the wintertime and focus solely on baseball. That one is hammered by Bridgman, and it goes to the base of the wall. He will head to second with a double. And New Hampshire alive.
And alive on an absolute bomb. Bridgman says, wait a minute. Hold the party here. What a shot. They're alive and well.
Jackson Hall steps in. Slow roller fielded and bobbled, and now the throw in time. Nice job over there by James Caldarella for the 2nd out. They are 1 out away from Williamsport.
Nice play by Caldarella. He's stuck with it.
Trying to add to that list that Coventry, Warwick, Cranston, and Cumberland is on. And be a Rhode Island team to get to Williamsport.
So ways to go there. Philibert can get on, which he is certainly capable of doing. Bring that tying run.
The number 9 hitter.
Good take right there.
2-0. Adam LaFond scheduled to hit next. That's the top of the order. Can they get there? 2-1.
When he needs a pitch, he finds it.
He is smiling. He's looking over at that fan base from Rhode Island, all standing and watching. This one into right field, and it drops. Coming around to score is Bridgman, and they are now within 2, and the tying run's coming to the plate. Good job by Chase Philibert.
Philibert just putting the bat on the ball, taking an outside pitch and keeping his team alive. New Hampshire feeling it right now. And the closer they get, the tighter you feel on defense. No quit.
Second trip to the mound with Owen Pfeffer on the mound. So obviously with 75 pitches in the situation we're in, I don't think you're going to get to a third.
Look, I love you guys. We're a family. One pitch at a time. We're going to get him out. There's a guy on first, 2 outs. So the play's at first or second. Same thing we've talked about all year long. See it in your glove, make the play, keep it simple. I love you guys. I've got all the confidence in the world with you. You got the best defense in Little League playing behind you all. Just keep doing what you've been doing all game. Let's go, boys.
Good job right there. Just remind them how special they are. Try to get them out of that pressure that they were feeling like 3 minutes ago. To refocus, and tell them how good they are. And just, we need an out. Let's go.
Tough guy to get out. Adam LaFond can fly on a ground ball. Swings and misses at that. Strike one.
You need to keep the ball away from LaFond so he doesn't extend those arms. He's got power, but keep it away.
Squares to bunt, gets by. Force at second is now off as Philibot sprints down there.
Well, that's important too. Keeps the force play away just in case of a bobble. It's always nice to have that option to go to second base. There's always drama in Little League. These kids do not quit and they believe. Why not?
One strike away from Williamsport. And looking for back-to-back complete games.
You can sense it on the bench. You can sense it in the crowd. Tense moments.
1-2.
Two and two. You should see the crowd down the first baseline with the stands full, all on their feet.
Good try right there, outer edge. That's where you got to keep it with this young man.
Got him, and that's it. The remarkable Rhode Island run continues as Barrington heads to Williamsport and the Little League World Series.
Congratulations, Rhode Island. Amazing, amazing run for this team. That is Little League baseball to the ultimate.
At its best, 80 pitches, back-to-back complete games for the kids from Rhode Island. And they will face Virginia Friday. Congratulations again to Patrick Dutton and his Goffstown, New Hampshire team. They were outstanding and lose a heartbreaker today, 6-4.
Take that Rhode Island bus down there, boys. Great job. New Hampshire, unbelievable run again. Goffstown, you made your town so proud. Great tradition. Great baseball, guys.
Owen Pfeffer backs up Alex Anderson with a complete game. He struck out only 3 and he threw 80 pitches, but it's good enough to get them into a Little League World Series showdown against Virginia on Friday. What a celebration they'll have tonight in Barrington. For Coach Dave Belisle, always a pleasure, my man.
Always a pleasure.